Yeah,
Nice for a bit. Yeah, all good. How have you been? How have you been?
Uh, yeah, this quiz is okay, but last quiz was terrible. Oh, with me.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Uh, like there was a lot of things last week. Many things happened. Like I have a lot of work about my study, about my part job, and also my club. Everything just pile up, and it's hard for me to arrange time for everything. Yeah, and I a little bit stressed last week, but this week I'm free, and next week is free too because I have 2 weeks off before I take my final exam. So yeah,
Oh, oh
quite
yeah,
relaxed.
I remember Tom saying that he gonna submit his application for something on 14
Ah,
and then exam on 16. No, no, the finalized day actually 16. He applied for the 14, and then he have exam for 17. I'm not sure he's gonna the exam day line up with you as well.
yeah, yes, the
Yeah.
same time because we in a university in the same university system.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Well,
the time
back
quite
in
close.
when I was in uni, even though a few students in uni they have kind of well depend on the subject and major. Sometime for the exam being the duration of exam like 4 weeks. Some people like to take maybe the first week and then finish off in the first week. Some people like finish in the fourth weeks. So anyway, so yeah, it's just a bit different between Australia and Vietnam. I'm not sure. Um, yeah. So do you want to tell me more about what you were stressing about,
Ah, I
or
don't
hang
know,
on,
but yeah, it's a strike
you
because
do you
yeah,
have
yeah,
any
yes.
important to want to talk about that first? Because we have like 1 hour, maybe more than 1 hour. So you want to focus on that
Yeah.
rather than I'm just asking you more about think about yourself.
Hmm. I guess you want to talk about like I think Tom has mentioned to you that we are black for something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he actually applied for a scholarship, but
Yeah.
I remember told me that he talked to you about it, but I don't want to spoil it. I want you to like actually hear from him, so I don't want to spoil that.
Like yes, I have such research some information about that. But last week, I was very stressed, so I not pay too much attention about it, and I tell him yes, I will fight after when I free. Yes, and when I like search up informations about that, I say, oh, such a wonderful scholarship, but it's hard. Yeah, it's difficult for me, and about the criteria, yeah, I think it's not suitable for me. Hmm.
Mm,
Yes.
okay.
So I just like maybe 5 days ago. I just try to. I think I just I try to write essay or I try to do something to apply it, but right now I just give up.
You can ask him for like a few suggestions. I don't know. He actually have a few have a hard time to decide um what kind of thing that he put into his application. So yeah, if you want to ask
Yeah.
him, yeah, but you're saying that it's not suitable for you, so I don't know. So why do you think it's not suitable for you? Out of
I have
curiosity.
yeah, like I just read about the topic. Uh, like essay, the topic of the essays that I have to write to apply for that scholarship, and me and Tam also have a meeting to talk about it, and he is explain me and give me some tips to write the essay better. But yeah, I find that's a little bit strange for me. And about the content, like I don't have that. And she told me that you have to like told you just flexing myself. I don't know, like to toe. I don't know, mm, but I think I'm not suitable to grind it because I don't have the thing that that scholarship need. Yeah.
My question is, I want to ask, why do you think is that? Why do you think the scholarship is not suitable for you? They have nothing to do with the content of the application. That is separate thing. So
Ah.
stick to the question. Okay, answers that
um.
again. So why do you think that scholarship is not suitable for you?
Hmm.
You
I
told you
don't really
told you told
know.
that to me. I don't know. I just want to know about it.
Uh. Mm,
So you what you trying
firstly,
to say? Okay, sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
the main reason why wait the first firstly the main reason is too difficult for me to give it a try. Like if I think if I give effort for it, I can pass the like. It's really difficult. Yeah, and after that, uh, when I yeah when Tam just explained me about the scholarship, explained me a lot of things, and I tried to brainstorm about the essay, I guess, and I have no idea with it. Like I don't remember. Let me. I think you know about the topic of the essay. The I don't
Briefly, yeah,
really remember
briefly.
about the.
But
I don't.
again,
I don't know
my
what.
question is, why do you think the scholarship is not suitable for you? What you're trying to tell me is that it's not suitable for you because the application process is too difficult. Not have nothing to do
Mm,
about the
mm,
scholarship.
no, you should know. Just let me check the here. Here the x let me read the name the topic of the XA1 is the global UGRADE program is for young leaders committed to serving their home communities.
Yeah.
In the space below, please describe why you would be an excellent candidate for the global UGRADE program. Like I don't know. Like first time I read the essay, I have no idea. But when Tom explained me, I don't know. I don't know if he explained me right or wrong. But uh, like the idea of this scholarship is too high for me. Like it's too enormous.
One
Yeah.
second. Just want to make sure that I got the title correct. Is that global grants? What is the name of the grant that we're talking about here? The scholarship that we're talking about. Is it this one?
Uh,
I'll send you the link to
yeah. I
right
just
global.
type.
Yep, got it. Just have a look. Global U grant program. So when I talk with Tom, he actually talking about the application process, like and briefly introduce to hang on. Oh, why it's not going? Global undergraduate exchange program. What do you?
Yes.
No,
And
for some
like.
reason my web browser is not react to that one.
Oh, really?
The Global Undergraduate Exchange Program provides one semester scholarship to outstanding undergraduate students from around the world for non-degree full-time study combined with community service, professional development, and cultural enrichment. Eligibility in application overview. Public application acceptance to organize. Skip this shit. This have nothing to do with the leader. So the grant is actually um, this scholarship we actually grant you an opportunity to travel abroad to study for 1 semester, and the grant
Mm.
only hand out to outstanding student. So nothing to do with the leader. I'll send you the actual link of that one.
Oh, mm, yeah, at first I just, yeah, I understand what you mean, but when I see the arm of this program is, mm, and from Tamit's plan is a little bit different. Like, you have to be someone have a huge idea.
Outstanding, outstanding
Yeah.
undergraduate student from around the world for non-degree full-time study. But hang on, let me have a look with the anyone who yes. Eh, it's only is apart from everything. Yeah, we say that enroll at an undergraduate in good standing at any accredited university, public or private. Well, it's for what I can see, it's not that hard at all. If you click into the link that I sent to you, you scroll down to eligibility. Well, you know what? For any scholarship, they have to say outstanding. Extra exercises to make it so graining. But you look at the requirements, not that something out of the blue. It's not something like hard to reach. It doesn't say specifically that. It just said that good standing at any accredited university. It doesn't specific saying that you have to get a specific GPA. Doesn't say that. But I think the difference is your essay when you apply for the scholarship. So how do you make yourself different from other applicant try to get this scholarship? Does that make any sense? You just finished study? No. Have you just finished uni or just finished work?
Yes.
Have you just finished at uni or just finished at work? Yeah, I think you still wearing your uniform. Is that your uniform?
Wait, I don't understand.
No, it is two separate matter. I'm talking about this one, but I'm talking about are you wearing your uniform at the moment?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, just question. No weird. It's like
Oh.
I think you need don't think you need have uniform. Out of
Hmm.
curiosity, but anyway, come back to the subject that we talk about here. Yeah, from what I'm seeing here, it's like well, it's not that hard at all. So I think the hard part is when you write your application, you make yourself pops out from the other applicant around the world, and that's it.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just my opinion. That's it from what I can see here. So if you want to apply for it, that's fine. I'm just curious.
I don't know. Yeah, I just take some day to thinking about it, but
Nah,
at
fine.
the end, I just gave up.
Okay, so do you have anything that you want to? discuss specifically for today? Or you want to keep rolling? Yeah, I have a few topics to talking about, but I want to ask that for because you have exam coming up. I'm not sure you have any, I don't know, any question, idea, or any regarding how do you prepare for the upcoming exam?
Yeah, I just mm, right now I just stay at home and review all my knowledge, and I find that I it's hard for me to concentration on my book. Yeah, I easily to distract by anything,
Well, that human
everything.
nature, that human nature, it happened for me as well. I think it's happened for everybody, not just you. Understandable. Um, so what is your upcoming exam is about? What subject?
About my,
Yeah.
I have seven subject. Uh,
Jesus.
yeah,
I thought you
most, most,
normally
most
I thought you
yeah.
normally study about four subjects in a semester. You learn actually seven subjects in a semester.
No, eight, but except PE, physical education is seven left.
Oh, yeah, oh, could be because again, I'm just keep confused between Australian university and Vietnamese university. Yeah. So, so that A
Yeah.
subject you learn for straight 1 year, or four subject in
Uh,
four in one semester, and the next semester you have to learn another A subject.
yes, I just learned for one semester, and tomorrow I will register for another subject for the next semester.
Right. So within a year, how many subjects that you're supposed to finish?
Uh, oh, it's not about the subject. We count by mm, um, like uh like one subject we have to I don't know tính chỉ like in Vietnamese I don't know what it mean but
So
one subject is
okay.
maybe have two yeah and in a semester you have to learn at least 15 I know 12
Right.
yeah and I just learned 18 oh that's a lot for this semester.
Hmm. Okay. Ah, okay. So you want to touch base with your debate. So how was your last debate outcome?
Oh
And
my
you
gosh
didn't send me
like
any video at all.
because I'm loose, so I'm just
Doesn't
so
matter.
stressed about that.
It doesn't matter.
Like that's one thing made me stressed.
Okay.
Uh, wait during the time we are prepared, we don't think we lose. Even when we finish debate, we don't think we lose. But when we hear the result,
Oh,
yeah,
you
we
lose right
lose.
there. You lose right there already.
Yeah,
No, go on.
like.
Sorry to cut you off, but it's funny. I've been there. I've been there. I've been in that position before. I know.
Hmm. Oh, I just want to forget it. I'm like uh the s- the topic is we are oh wait let me just translate. Uh, there should not be policies encourage people who study or work abroad to return to Vietnam, and we against this.
Yeah.
Yes, and like I think we lose because the my the other teams that said that uh, at the end, just at the end, they said that Vietnamese people don't need to return Vietnam. They can stay even somewhere in the world, but they can't contribute to not only Vietnam but also like the world. Yeah, and I think that is the good. I don't know. Yeah, and they also say that because right now in Vietnam, they are not too much opportunity or equipment or facility, modern facility or equipment for um, for Vietnamese people who are like not enough to brilliant people to stay in Vietnam and learn. Like um, when they study abroad or study abroad or somewhere out there in the world in some Europe country, they have a modern uh, industry, they have a modern education, and it will help them to develop. And in Vietnam, they don't have enough thing to have them. That can lead to reverse brain drain. Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. Yeah. Reverse.
Yes,
Okay.
brain drain. Oh, that's the right word because I just translate by
Yeah.
Google Translate. Oh, brain drain. Yeah, reverse brain drain. Like when Vietnamese come back to Vietnam and work or study, they don't have uh, a perfect, no, not really a perfect, a great environment for them to develop
Mm.
more than in like America or somewhere Australia. Yeah, they have a better thing than Vietnam. And they said that Vietnamese don't need to turn back to Vietnam to contribute. They can even stand in America, and they can also contribute to America and also in Vietnam. Yeah,
Mm.
and we said that. Wait, what did we say? Um, um, oh yes, and we said that. Oh, I don't know. I decided to ask for permission to speak Vietnamese. Ah.
Sure. Go ahead.
Can I?
Sure. I just say go ahead. That's all right.
Go ahead. Ờ, ừm, ờ, kiểu bọn em xong ý là đội bạn sẽ nói là ở Việt Nam thì sẽ không có đủ môi trường để kiểu không có đủ cơ hội hay là kiểu gọi là hè một môi trường tốt để phát triển hơn ở nước ngoài, rồi là cái việc mà ở nước ngoài thì người Việt Nam cũng phải đóng góp không những ở Việt Nam mà cũng là cho thế giới nữa. Sau em có debate xong rồi bọn họ đội đối thủ cũng nói là ờ, ờ, I just forget like luận điểm của bọn em là sẽ là những chính sách này khi mà kêu gọi người Việt Nam trở về thì sẽ phát triển kinh tế Việt Nam, xong rồi là nhờ nhờ những chính sách này thì những người mà có mong muốn trở về Việt Nam họ sẽ trở về Việt Nam một cách thuận lợi hơn, kiểu như là cung cấp thông tin cho những người Việt Nam ở nước ngoài á, là họ có mong muốn trở về nhưng mà họ không biết là ở Việt Nam đã phát triển mức nào, kiểu là thông tin trong nước thực sự hiện tại là như thế nào á, tức là họ không biết là Việt Nam đã có những gì, đã có cơ hội để cho họ phát triển không, thì những chính sách này sẽ cung cấp thông tin cho họ để họ biết hơn để họ về, rồi là đánh về gọi là tinh thần đoàn kết của dân tộc Việt Nam. Đó, sau rồi bên đối thủ sẽ nói là vì sao bây giờ Việt Nam chưa phát triển đúng không, thì sao mà mình không sử dụng những chính sách, không đầu tư vào, không phát triển trong nước trước, rồi sau đó mới kêu gọi những người nước ngoài phát triển. Ờ, đó thì một cách để tranh biện lại, xong bọn em cũng có nói là bọn em không tối ưu hóa một chính sách là chỉ kêu gọi người nước ngoài trở về, mà đồng thời trong đó thì cũng là sẽ có những chính sách khác dành cho những người trong nước để họ có thể phát triển ở trong nước, đồng thời cũng thu hút, kiểu như là, hiện tại thì, đang thiếu nhân lực chất lượng cao, thì trong ngắn hạn thì chúng ta cần phải có những nhân lực cao để đáp ứng vào, còn trong dài hạn thì bọn em vẫn có những chính sách để, gọi là, Yeah, cũng là đào tạo cho những người trong nước. Anyways, like, cuối cùng thì bọn em kêu là người Việt Nam khi trở về Việt Nam thì sẽ đóng góp cho nền kinh tế Việt Nam tốt hơn, chứng tỏ được tinh thần dân tộc các kiểu. Nhưng mà câu kết của họ lại hay hơn, câu kết của họ mang tầm vĩ mô hơn, đó là ờ, người Việt Nam không chỉ về không không ấy là không phải là chỉ về Việt Nam mới có thể cống hiến được, mà họ ở nước ngoài họ cũng phải cống hiến được, không chỉ ở Việt Nam mà cho cả nước ngoài nữa. Wow! Thật ra là khi debate xong em cũng không nghĩ là thua đâu. Cũng nghĩ là, cũng thắng đấy chứ, bởi vì mình nói cũng hay mà đội mình kêu cũng debate tất cả, bởi vì là bọn họ kêu là ở Việt Nam không có đủ, gọi là, cơ hội để cho người nước ngoài về phát triển, bởi vì là họ sợ là chảy máu xuất sắc ngược á, bởi vì không đáp ứng đủ điều kiện để cho những người Việt Nam giỏi. Bởi vì những người Việt Nam tài giỏi thường họ lại du học nước ngoài, bởi vì để họ tiếp xúc những, gọi là, cái kiến thức của nước ngoài họ hiện đại hơn các kiểu. Đó, nhưng xong rồi thì, năng đó thì cũng thua. Yeah, range.
That's right. So how do you feel after you lose? After you know that you lose to the other team?
Uh, uh, relief because I don't have to prepare for the next round, the final, the final round. Because after that round, I have a headache, like I can't think anything. And when I hear the result that we lose,
Oh, come on.
I don't know, just disappointed. But yeah, it's just a small competition, so yeah, experience
So how
that we
was?
are not good enough and we have to try harder. Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it. You said, "Oh, I feel relieved." It doesn't sound like you're gonna be try harder. You
Oh,
bullshit
I don't
me.
know.
You shit talking to me. How was your feel? How was your team feeling? How was your teammate reaction?
Mm, the same as me, they don't think that we are lose, but yeah, we accept that. We accepted that.
Hmm.
Like they said that, oh yeah, we have tried. Yeah. We are encouraging like each other that, oh, that's fine because we are in here. Like yeah, I
We
don't want
could
to
we could be better.
know it. Yeah, yeah,
So anyway, all good. It's fun.
yeah.
So
No, oh, yes. Yeah, maybe a memory, a memorable memory. Yeah,
so you're
experience
going
first.
yeah. So going through that process when you reflect back to that. So do you think that you learn anything new from that process, from that debate?
Yes. Actually, during the time we take that competitions, we have a lot of things to do with like a lot of things. So we're not really focused on only that competition.
Hmm.
Yeah, but after all, yeah, we learn a lot of things. We learn how to uh, mm, debate. We learn how to uh, explain one idea more logically. Yeah, we
Oh
know how
yeah,
to
that
find
one was a great idea. Yeah.
we know how to find useful informations on the internet. Yeah, we know how to like use a good exam, like some or maybe some data from to evidence our idea, our argument. Yeah.
Can you show me? Can you explain to me how do you find a good resource or data on the internet? Can you give me some example?
Example.
So like, let's say, tell me how do you improve on your data searching method?
Actually,
What changed or
so
what have not
like
changed?
uh like uh after this I focus more on the link, no, the website we are reading. Like there are some researchers from uh official mm, ah, from government and like I don't know how to explain, but uh, just for example, that you read about the idea and you know that oh we should find the data from this and that this data we have to uh, take it from um, just like uh, um, let me just remember. Like we take it from somewhere in government data, but in the past like I don't know where to find it. In Vietnamese more clearly when I speak Vietnamese, but in English is
Yeah, that way you
yeah.
talk to me.
But let me just think. Let me just remember. Um, just for example, like when we find example for the demand of Vietnamese needs high quality labor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we find the statistics from 2019 to 2023 uh, from the gọi là số liệu của nhà nước trong một cái tạp chí đó rất dài. I don't remember, but yeah, but from that, and it is really um, trustly. Yeah.
Oh God. No.
What do you mean?
What I'm thinking is normally with all data come from the government, I always question it. So data from the government, I always question it. So I do not trust it 100%. I when I was at uni, yes, I actually when I write any essay report and then all the data come from the government, OIG or something like that, I trust it 100%. But here's the thing: this is what happened when lie beat the shit out of you, and then you learn a lot of dark thing on the other side of the thing. Okay, you let's say if you read some new paper and research, it just keeps saying that women started cheat more than men. Oh no, not more than men. It's like the percentage of men cheating in marriage it kind of stable, and the percentage of women started cheating in marriage or in relationships started increasing. Okay, so and there's a quote in the research from da 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 da. Okay, so the reason that I was like a bit annoying and a bit irritating. So I actually find that the study, track down where did it get the data from, and find out the data sheet. And when I look at the data sheet, there's shitload of it. But when I'm looking at the sample of it, it's not that big. It's quite small. It's quite a small amount. So and then they use that quantity, they use a small sample, and they apply for a broader population, which is not correct.
Yeah.
See? So when you reading data, like, and also there is a lot of scenario where you. So let's say, for example, I'm not sure whether I talked with you about statistics. So when insurance company they price based on the age, normally the age group that went past 30 years of age, maybe somewhere past 28, the premium they pay for car insurance drop significantly compared to the age group between 18 and 28. The reason why is because they look at the amount of data, the percentage of car crash caused by the age group between 18 and 28 is significantly higher Then when people passed 28 years of age, so they price based on that. However, that good if you go to like business like insurance. But let's say you're looking at the perspective of prosecution, right? Prosecution, so that there was a case that there was one person, they have the fingerprint. For some reason, he tried something. It was in the book, the era of mathematical or something. So this guy, he provide his fingerprint to get something free from some kind of program. But later on, they went on. There was a crime scene, and then they tried to match the fingerprint of everybody else in the data pool, and they couldn't find anything. But for some reason, it ping out the fingerprint on the crime scene is matching with this guy. But this guy at that time, he was overseas doing some shit in the forest. But come back to the case here, they saying the prosecution in the data searcher is saying that the error, the percentage of error of mismatched fingerprint is about 99.90 something. So he actually file adjust to the guy that have fingerprints at about 99 point something percent matching, not 100%. And then later on, so like he imprisoned that guy. And later on, they reopen a case and then they found the actual suspect who caused the crime. And then now revert back to the case. So the guy who actually running the database and concluding the innocent guy being convicted, being prosecuted again because he misconduct and he using his statistic incorrectly. And from that moment on, we have a separate case of treating the statistic or the percentage of matching of fingerprint. They on like they white. There's a few more cases in that I forgot about it. So so again, so when you I'm not sure how should I address it. So when you're reading data from government, even from the government, question it as well. So first of all, you need to looking at what is the data presenting talking about. So in the COVID as well, so they actually a huge problem during COVID time. So the government they force doctor to sign a death certificate of a person dying from let's say for example, no, not example, this is actual case, when a person died from a heart disease but for some reason he in contact with COVID. In this death certificate, they doctor are not allowed to write the cause of death because of a heart attack. They have to write it at the cause of death COVID-19. There's shitload of it, and that data comes straight out from the government. Not I'm not talking about Vietnamese government. I'm talking about the U.S. government. So again, I'm not sure I'm making your life harder or easier by giving you the information. So, you always question yourself, like what the data is represent about, and then you always have a computer in the background, always question the database. Do not trust it 100%. Do not blindly believe what you have been told about. So always have a computer running in the background, questioning things. So anyway, if you choose to trust just the science, up to you. I have nothing against it. So
Yes.
I'm not sure I make your life harder or easier by this.
Like sometimes I when I search about the statistics, I don't believe in it, but I have to use because I I don't have like in that I have to use that because I don't find anything information about that.
No, no, it's actually if you use statistic, there is a place for it. Just like I just tried to tell you earlier, insurance company using it, and like statistic apply correctly for insurance. There's nothing wrong about it. So it's a very good
Mm,
indicator. But what I'm trying to say is like you mentioned to me like, oh, you find a trusted source or something like that. Okay, you use that trusted source for your essay report. Well, for now, when you're in uni, yeah, you're supposed to do that. But when you get to live and you read this, you read that, you always question yourself. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, are they trying to bullshit me or something like that? Also, yeah, the recently I've been hearing about back in the day, they advertised that sugar is good for you in the 90s or something, and there was actually scientists released documentation and data statistic saying that consuming sugar is good for you. And then later on, they find out that they fabricate that data sheet, and the guy like take 50,000 as a fee just to make up that database. And when we find out, it's actually a bit too late because the large large population of human is actually addicted to sugar. It is really hard for them to get rid of sugar in the system.
mm,
Okay, and also this is also the case for margarine. I'm not sure if you have margarine in Vietnam. It's more popular in here. Margarine is actually a kind of an engine oil, but then later on there is a guy think that okay they try to apply that to make it out of butter and then put on a bread just to consume it daily. I think Vietnam don't have it, but in the US or Europe they use margarine a lot, similar to butter as well. But the thing is, like those thing is not good for your health. Even animal don't like to eat it, but we eat it. So normally, when you think the thing is good for you, is like when they want to eat it, yeah, you can eat it. It's safe for you to eat. So yeah, so a lot of things. Remember back
yeah.
when I first win one of the first few session I talked to you, I also mentioned about the cigarettes. So when they first develop about the cigarettes, they have a few puff. They actually run an advertising about it. So I have a few puff a day to cool your I don't know fever or something to make your life feel better. But actually not to make your life feel worse.
Mm,
So yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, where was we? Okay.
Uh, like
Hey.
mm,
Hmm?
like something when you're sharing with me,
Yeah.
sometimes in this moment I don't understand it, but I just remember you just told me that you just told me that uh based your reality, and then we come back to evidence that, and I don't know where, but in another like in some moment when I do something, I just remember, oh, that is a right thing. Like sometimes you share it with me right now, I don't,
Yeah, it
yeah,
makes
I
sense.
don't like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But sometimes in the future, I will, oh, see it's right. Mm.
Yeah, it's also the thing with knowledge is really hard to say. It's just similar to mathematical. So let's say for when you learn about a formula of a math or when you learn about a particle in chemical, when the teacher first, well, tell it about the formula to you, it's really hard for you to absorb it. So the way that you normally try to learn it just to read that and try to do the formula again and try to remember the formula and how to apply it, and naturally it's come to you. Similar in this case, so is sometimes going to tell to you, well, you're not going to get it, but over time, when you see that, you see that click, and it comes to you like, oh, right, that makes sense. Similar to me as well. So
Mhm.
when I was young, I have no idea, but like when I'm getting older and older and like listen to this guy, listen to that guy, reading this sort, reading that sort, and over time, all the information it all like click together and it click, 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 click. So I'm like, okay, it makes more sense. So yeah, I don't expect you
Yeah.
to understand it right away. And who knows, a lot of things I'm telling you right now may be incorrect in the future. Maybe I'm like full of shit. You never know. Yeah.
Nah.
So in the day I talked to one of the students and that they say, okay, how can she become better? How can she improve her knowledge? How can she improve her logical conclusion or like logical thinking? I would just tell her that, well, enable for you to first starting it, try to read more book. Don't try to read book that to half you. I think I already told you this. But the more you're reading books, so like if you're reading this book and then in there have a lot of like reference of what information you're getting from, okay, you read by curiosity. If you like it, you read that book again. You read that, and over time, you kind of know more about things because thing here, the thing why book or podcast is good for you is like this. Some people sometimes they spend about 60 years of their life writing a book, and sometimes it's only take you maybe 1 month, 2 months, in 3 months to read that book to learn about that person's 60 years of experience. Does that make any sense? Right. So that I'm just talking about one perspective. So if you actually reading about 10 guy write about 10 things, so you actually learning about, so let's say I'll just make it simple, like 10 years, no, 20 years for a book, 20 years of a guy writing a book. So if you read 10 book, 20 years multiplied by 10, you actually have 200 years of knowledge. So it accumulate a lot.
Oh,
You see what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
So actually back in the day, so people hardly able to learn how to write and read, and then hardly able to learn how to do financial thing like that. But over time, because new guy coming up with a different way of doing things that shorten the time of understanding, or you can maybe go in a funnel like this. You know, pyramid. No, not this one. This is a very important paper. No, I'm not gonna mess with this shit. Just realize that I read the content. Oh shit, no, not touching that. Oh, I actually wrote it here. So this is a pyramid. So this is, let's say, when human evolved from, let's say, monkey to actual human, and this guy he writing a book just to help the next person to shorten the amount of their life to learning about knowledge of this guy, spending about 60 years. So the next guy always need to spend about 40 years to learn about 60 years experience of this guy, and then this guy try to write a book, pass on, so to help this guy, only spend about 30 years to learn about 40-year experience of this guy, same, and you kind of narrow down, narrow down like that. So the only way to improve yourself is to read more knowledge, to improve yourself with more knowledge. So again, I'm not trying to force you to read textbook, just read with curiosity, because if you don't do that, you just stay in one place. You just idling when other people move forward to you. That is why Einstein, you know Einstein? I'm not sure what I'm saying. Einstein is saying that he just stand between the shoulder of giant. The meaning of that is actually this. It's basically this. He just stand behind the shoulder of giant. So this guy helped Einstein shorten his time of learning new knowledge by reading the book of this guy talking about.
Mm.
And one more important thing is life is short. You can learn things by making mistake yourself, but it takes a lot of time. So learn from other people's mistake. Yeah, and it's okay to make mistakes. So, would that make any sense?
Yes,
Yep,
I can nurse.
sure. Right. Okay. So where was we? Okay. You mentioned you have a lot of stress recently? Do you want to talk about those stress with me, or
Mm,
we can pass?
no, no, nothing to. Yeah, it's just past, and I think it's nothing to talk about that.
That's all right. So when I'm in here, if I can share a few experience and knowledge I can share, I also can also be a person who just simply listen to you talking about your things. Just it's also a way for you to, don't get me wrong, to try to explain your idea to another person is not that easy. It's hard, right? So sometimes
Yeah.
when I'm just saying here idly, it doesn't mean I'm not doing anything. It's actually I'm trying to help you feel comfortable to organize your thought and tell me what you've been thinking. It's not an easy process. So if you think about it, there are a lot of person trying to organize their thought and explain their idea to another person, but they always, not always, like sometimes when they say something like that, the other person, huh? What are you trying to say? What do you mean? I don't get it. So it's not an easy process, especially when you do it in English, which is the language that you're not familiar with. Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, asking you to explain, also asking you to explain a few stress of you or something that you like about. Um, Also good for you is it kind of force your brain to process in a way that you like to talk about, not in a way that you talk about the thing that you don't like. And also I'm also a person just staying here, take your stress. Sometimes it's hard for you to for you, Tom, another person is like all of my, I'm not saying student, all of the person reaches my lesson. So
Yeah,
it's up
just
to you.
let me just share a little bit.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
maybe it's
judging. I'm not gonna judge. I swear.
yeah. I think when you hear, maybe you will hear my story, but sometimes with another, they are in the same story, but maybe their feelings will be different. But
Hmm.
for me, firstly, about my club, yeah, like when I joined to the club, I think it's because I want to experience more. I want to have more, you know, precious time when I go to the university. I will have more friends, will have more experience. So I attend to a club, and I find, oh, that is a great environment. I made friends. I made like many seniors that helped me a lot to my study. Yeah, and give me a lot of advice when I met difficulties. Yeah, so like that the time is the first year, and I decided to become a maybe a leader in the group in the club, and 4 months, like for a few months recently, we have a problem with uh, people with the higher positions. Like we have president. Then after that is the leader of each group is me. So we have three group, and each group had three people become a leader. Me and two more friends is a leader of the group, this group, and also three and three in another two group is nine people, and two people is president. Yeah, and we have a problem when we work together. Uh, Me and my friends with two president, like we are have a lot of things to do because we are. Firstly, I do attend to the club because I feel that it's funny. It's the work environment to play and study. Yeah, but when I become a leader, it's not that. I feel that I have responsibility to do this. Yeah, and we have a lot of tasks, like a lot of things to do, and we do it, and we make a mistake, and we make a really bad feedback from the president, like really bad, like
How bad is it?
yeah, yeah, just no, and we are, and like we don't have any chance to share or talk about that because we want to share that oh we have a lot of things to do. We also have to study, we also have to work. We not only uh, spend all my time for the club. So yeah, we don't the club, I just said that the club is not my priority. I have a study and I also have something else more than a club. Yeah, uh, yeah, and then we have a conflict between the president and other leader of each team. Yeah, that is the first one. The second one is about my job. You know, I just mentioned with you that I have a part-time job, like it's not really an assistant for a center. It's not really a teacher, but I work like for a computer for some stuff with the computer for Excel for something. And after 2 months, I have to um, review all the number, all the feedback of the teachers, and send it, uh, and also the fee, and send it to the students' parents to announce them about the result of their trying and also uh, the fee, the tuition fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and because there are hundred of students, maybe more, uh, 500 of student, and uh, like a lot of student, like a lot of student, and we have to do like we do with the Excel,
Yeah.
we do with the formula. We don't do by a traditional way, like just no, 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 no. But we have to use math. Yes, math. And the manager who managed me, uh, like I have worked for the job for 4 months, but he didn't train me. She just give me some like I just need to send. At first, I just need to send that letter to the parents, like easy work, just copy and paste. Yeah, and do some easy formula in Excel, but because there are short time and the box at the manager to finish it in a short time, and she asked me to. He just give me a link and tell me that you have to find information about it and finish it and give me the result. And I just track. I share with him that oh, I don't know how to do this. Can you spend time to teach me about it? Because I don't know. And you never train me. You just give me the the result and tell me I have to study about it. And I don't know. But and I also busy with club and study. And he texting me, calling me. I just get out and I don't like. And she like yelling at me when I go back to work. I just shrug and yeah. But the result? He just fired. Ah, yeah, he just fired. By the box, the last week. Hmm.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I
Hang
just
on.
shrank because
Fire the box. What does that mean?
they are
Oh, they
they are a
sacked the
box.
manager.
Yes, that's
They
right.
sacked the manager. Okay.
Oh, oh, yeah.
So normally when you say, oh, okay, I got fired, that person got fired. It's just the normal way that people use. They sack. He got sacked.
Ah, sack, sack. Oh,
So you
yeah.
have you happy about it or not?
No, not really happy because I still don't know how to do that. And he just fired. Who will teach me to do that? Because the next 2 months I have to do that, but I still don't know to do that. Another stress.
So who should you talk to now? Who give you the task to do it?
Ah, I
If
think
he give you
you.
the task and he gone away and you don't know how to do, you just talk to your manager. It's like, I don't know how to do it. Could you help me with that? I don't think it's unreasonable.
No, but she said me that, oh, you have to you have to do in this positions for a long time for 4 months, and during that time you have to fight by yourself. Why? Like because there's no time for him to teach me because the box give we a short time to finish that letter.
I'm telling that bullshit. If you know how to do it, he just show you how to do it. If he don't know how to
Yeah,
do it,
but
he just saying that. Is that bullshit?
yeah, but he don't. He's just yelling at me. Hmm, I don't know. I just share with my college. Yeah,
Mm.
and the same feeling. Hmm. But finally, he just check by the box, and yeah, because he make a lot of mistake before this time. So yeah,
Right.
yeah, and also
I would say he deserve it.
last week, yes, he deserve it, but I don't want to say that. Hmm. Yeah, and the last one in my study, talk about my studies. This semester is really terrible. Like I just focus on club and I don't know. I don't just spend a lot of time for my study. So last week we have a presentation. We have a no, not last week. 2 week last. I don't know how to describe like the last 2 week. Yeah, the last 2 week. Yeah, and last week we just finished the semester by presentations and midterm exam. Yeah, and we have to study. And right now I just review the knowledge in 7 days. I have to learn all the knowledge for one semester in 7 days.
Not that too
Because I
bad.
don't remember.
I believe Tom say that there was one time he learned one day before the exam. Like on Tuesday, he actually told me on Tuesday. Okay, do you know what, teacher? I learned. I have exam on Monday. No, sorry. Just for example, I don't remember. He actually said, you know what, teacher? I have an exam on Tuesday, and I spent a whole Monday to learn about the subject. To Monday.
Yes, I'm not long.
We are the same
Yeah,
boat anyways. I remember when I was in uni, so that was how I actually doing that. But not one day. I actually spent about like 5 days to learn about the subject before the exam. So quite a few.
oh, yeah, 5 days better. But oh, 7 days for 7 subjects in one semester. Oh, not really 7 subject. I can, yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of things to learn. Oh, everything is new. Even I just study for 3 months. Yeah,
But
also have a book
honestly,
here. Yeah.
looking back, that how I do in uni, and now I got a knowledge and experience. I was thinking the way I'm learning back then gotta be way different. So I'm gonna the thing I'm thinking like when I was in uni, when I was naive about your age, I'm just learn thing. I'm just learn thing in like remember thing. I learn thing by remember things, not by understanding them. Does that make any
Ah,
sense? So when you learn
yeah,
things by understanding it, it going with your life. But when you're learning
yes,
by remember, you only remember for like short period of time.
yeah.
Does that make
And
any
right now,
sense?
yeah, yes. And right now, I just learn to remember for the exam.
Yeah. Well, and back in the day when I went to, even though I'm learning just to remember thing, I remember my attitude when I went to the exam room. So like, fuck it. If I got a good score, it's my course. If I got a bad score, it's my score. That's it. But trying to get a pass only. I'm not doing cheating. So that is one of the things that I'm proud about. So I'm not cheating.
Oh,
Mm.
and me too. I'm not cheating, but I copy who are cheating.
Wait, what?
Mm,
You copy who I cheating? What does that mean?
yeah, like I don't bring document like my friends. No, some people they will bring a little bit piece of paper that copy a document in that
Oh,
yeah, and bring to the exam room, and when the examinator examiner yeah don't pay
referee, or you can
attention.
call it referee
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah. Referees don't pay attention. They will put the paper and copy, and then I will ask him, "Oh, can I like just ask?" And I'm not cheating, but I copy who are cheating.
right. Okay. Yeah. No comment on that, but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if I'm going back to the young self of mine, I was just saying I try to learn in a way that you're understanding. And but it's also very hard because when I was in uni, I don't actually. You know what? The only difference between me back then and now is the only difference is I read more book and listen to more audiobook. That is the only reason make me different between me back then and me right now, because my working environment and the amount of work is like it have nothing to do with it. Even though I have more experience, like even, well, let's say if you go into my company, there are a lot of people working a similar position at mine, but the way that they learning about things and the way that they break down question and the way they react to some of the challenge, it kind of similar to myself when I was young. It doesn't make any difference. But the way that I'm looking at that the thing that I need to solve is completely different compared to my younger self. So and I just now I talk to you and now refer back to the only difference now I read my book, that's it. All my experience have nothing to do with it. So let's say if I read more books I know how to reflect on my past experience. But without that I'll just doing the same thing all over again without any change. And more importantly, I'm not going to be able to control my emotion as well. So when I was younger, so I'm like more of about a bit of a hothead.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I talk a lot, and I always try to voice my opinion, and I always trying to prove that I am wrong, and I always think that my perception is always right. But my always say was like completely different,
Hmm.
180% different, 180-degree different. So
Hmm.
yeah, so I talk well. I'm not sure if I talk less or not, but hopefully that's the case. I don't think I'm always right, but when I'm trying to do something for myself, learning like doing a thing, I wanted to do it my way because I have over control over it. But when I'm talking about opinion, how to do this, how to do that, I don't think that. I'm always right in that position. So let's say, for example, if I'm doing things in my own way and I have to control everything, but some other person come in and suggest a new different way to make it better, I'll learn it right away. Back in the day, I may have some resistance because of my ego. It's like, no, my way better. But
Mm.
that so the different thing is like when I'm doing my thing, I have to completely control over. But the way that I'm doing might be different depend on how I reflect things on myself. Does that make any sense? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that the only difference. Hmm. And one more thing, I'm thinking I'm kind of forgivable to other people to other person mistake, but they're a separate thing. So if you make a mistake and you're being honest with me, fine, doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Hey team, oh, so I just fucking make it error. Could you please help me fix that? Okay, I'll fix it right away. But I really hate the person who make a mistake, trying to cover it or blame it to somebody else and being dishonest with me. I was like, okay, I'll help them one, the second time happen, I'll fucking ignore it. Only that when
Mhm.
that person or manager come down to ask me to do it, I'll do it. And I'll tell to my manager, you know what? I don't like it, but because you asked me, I'll do it. Yeah. So yeah, so that is the only difference. So when I was younger, so like let's say for example my sister do something wrong, I just keep yelling at her. Why do you keep doing it that way? So, but with me, it was just like, okay, hey Tan, did you do that? Did you make that error? Did you make the mistake? Yeah, I did that. Okay, that's fine. Next time, don't do it. I'll just tell her, okay, next time, please just carry that with you. This, that, that. It's gone. Compared to my older self, I'll just blast out angry right away. But also, there's some period of time where I'm actually not in a good mood. I'll just tell my sister, right, hey, Tan, please, I'm not in a good mood right now. Could you just do not talk with me? I'm being
Mm.
pissed off right now. I'll just give her a warning first, rather than blast off in front of her. I'll just give her a warning. So if you give a person a warning, what happening with you, so they can kind of understand and they leave you alone, and with yourself as well. So when you feel stressed, you tell them right away, I'm a bit stressed right now, so please do not talk with me. And over time, I think it could be because of you stressed out or something, or you do not have enough sleep, and over time your stress level coming down, and maybe you wake up from your sleep, it's just gone, and you become normal again if you pay attention to that. Is that ever happened to you?
Yeah. Ah, asleep can.
Yeah, sleep can help a lot. See, actually, there are a lot of there too, not a lot. There might a few contradict or a few different opinion about this. So there are quite a few person they saying that you do not go to sleep angry with your partner. So what you do, like you have an argument and try to calm down yourself before you go to sleep. But the also another group saying that no, that the opposite. The good way is to like separate, go to sleep, and then come back and talk again. Then try to talk with each other when you both angry. Not gonna work. Just go to sleep, relax. Next morning, come back. But you give your mate or your partner a bit of a warning. I'm not good right now. Just leave me alone for a bit, and then you come back later and talk about it. So
Yeah.
pay attention. It could be it kind of happened to my sister as well. My sister sometimes give me a warning. Hey, I have a period right now. I'm not in a good mood right now. Just leave me alone. Okay, I'm back up. So I'm not sure if it happens to you. So if you're in a period um, cycle, you kind of feel cram and you feel a bit of angry because of the pain that you've been induced at the moment. Some other people maybe have some slightly inappropriate action or inappropriate word, it's gonna trigger you and you feel angry and you blast right away at that person. Instead, just give them a warning. Hey, I'm not feeling good right now. Could you please give me a moment to calm down myself, and then we talk about tomorrow. And you respect it. And well, one of the most important thing, the other person have to respect that as well. So some dickhead they try to prove themselves. Oh, okay, you're angry. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with you. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Right? You're not good. So what are you gonna do with me? What are you gonna do to me? Are you gonna hit me or something like that? Well, that's a dickhead move. So it's a kind of like two side of a like two. Yeah, it's two side. Is it like the this actually I learned from a lecture quite really good. You know, like a chain and a gear in a cycle, in a bicycle. In a bicycle, you have a chain and a gear inside of it. You know bicycle,
Yeah, bicycle.
and do you know the chain of the bicycle? So when you push the pedal, the chain moving along with the
Uh,
gear that is have a rail appear and have some spiky. So
yeah.
the wider it's working, the gap of the chain and the spiky of the disc have to be matched with each other for it enable to
Mhm.
move perfectly. If the gap between the chain is too big, it's gonna saggy, and if the spike is too big, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna move. It just keep crashing with each other, and the bike not gonna go anywhere, and it's gonna damage the whole thing as a whole. So when you're talking about the communication with two personally, it's just like the relationship between the chain and the disc. Well, we call it a gear. In here we call it a gear. So or sprocket, something like that. So and
Yeah.
when you meet the person that not matching with you, you better stay away from them.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's right. I don't want to get trouble.
yeah, not trouble. It's just like you don't want to make your life harder. Is it like I'm not
Yeah.
sure when I was younger, I really like to go outside with friends or stuff like that, catching up, talk a lot. But when I'm getting older, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying myself. Or maybe because I'm a kind of an introvert person. I'm kind of okay at home, relax. I'm doing my work. I'm focused on my study. I'm working on this project. I'm working on that project myself. I don't want to deal with like, a lot of shitty people. But however, when I have something, I'll call my friend to pick up right away. Could be because I'm just being lazy. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the kind of person like scary of like I don't know, but some people they are tend to violent. Like
Violent.
when they become angry, they will fight or they will do anything like break something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes I scared to have had argument like have a where uh argument. Yeah. I don't know. Like um do you have a feeling that in an argument you will say something bad, something like just mm, back to your friends like uh,
Again, argument is not bad, but the thing is
not
you
really
have, from my point of view, is argument not bad. It's just two-person express a different viewpoint of view. But the thing is you have to recognize the goal of the argument. Where do you go with it? You have an argument to solve one thing to sort out thing, or you have an argument just for you to yell at, just for you to have the excuse to yell at other people.
no, I think it's worse than argument. I know argument, but when the argument become like you keep take the mistake and and yelling at your friends and
So that a
like
lash out. So it's not an argument, it's a lash out. So that
ah
person trying to use all of your error, releasing at you in a like really high pitch, and to try to take the power from the conversation and try to make you feel bad. It's not an argument.
hmm
So that is not an
yeah
argument. His argument is really different. An argument is like, I have a different view of you, and we have a debate, and we have an argument about, no, I don't think you're right. Okay, I think you're wrong. So that is different. So we try to
yeah
express your view, but like in a way that we understand each other, but not in a way you kind of in an argument. You always try to de-escalate the argument. So like the other day when I'm talking with you, so in an argument, let's say some shit happened, both people have a mistake. I say, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I make something like that. Okay, so could we think about some idea that could make it better, right? But different than you escalate an argument, you trying to point your finger to the other person. Okay, you are fucking bad person because of this, because you did that happened, you did that happened. It's not an argument, it's just a blaming game. Try to establish who you better, and that person trying to be look better and they trying to win. Does that make any sense? They trying to win,
yeah
and they use a lot of resources trying to being win, and it make you feel bad. So that is not an argument. And also in
and
some case, in case like that, I was involved in some case like that. I'm normally I do not escalate. I do not try to escalate in that situation. I'll just say stop. What is the point of you trying to say here? I know I make a mistake, but I don't want to hear it anymore. It have nothing to do with this one. It have nothing to do with the problem. Can you tell me what do you trying to achieve here? Rather than you trying to point a finger, you trying to like make myself look bad, and you trying to pull out all my mistake. I don't think it's a good move. I would just recount like that rather than okay, if that person pointed my mistake and then I'm gonna point to that person mistake, it's not gonna go anywhere. Does that mean listen?
mm,
So if I'm seeing something like that, I'm gonna call stop. What are the purpose of the conversation? If the purpose of this conversation is for you to make yourself look better by pushing me down, you do yourself like you should talk to yourself. I don't want to talk with you anymore. I'm out of here. Right? I don't think this conversation is beneficial. I'm out of here.
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
But even when I say sorry, I want to stop that, but the persons keep going,
It just
and
it
I
just
just angry, and I just do again, like do the same thing,
see like
and
if you
after
do
that, I regret.
yeah,
Yeah,
nothing good come
like
out of like trying to attack other people.
mm,
Hmm. But anyway, sorry to cut you off, so I should have let you finish it.
no, I
Um,
just finished. Like if someone, I don't know if it's necessary, but if someone don't understand what you mean, do you need to explain to them?
depend on what. Let's say work. I'll just show how I do things to make them understand because a lot of time they do not understand what the fuck I'm trying to do. Because what knowledge I have is completely different from what knowledge I have is. So I'm trying to explain by words. Not working, I'll try to explain how I do things. But let's say if you have, it's also depend on the person that are they trying to understand you or not as well.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's also depend as well. This is really dependable question. Yeah.
Yeah, I just yeah. Sometimes I just think that oh, this is important people that I have to uh re, remain, retain, like keep keep this relationship. So I have
Also,
to, yeah.
no, sorry. I just remember the other day. So let's say I kind of have a feeling that my manager misunderstand me. So just go straight to her and then ask her, okay, so what was that question about? So are you thinking that I'm this kind of person, this like that? I'll just ask her. Say, no. Why do you think of that? And I'll just explain to her, okay, in the meeting, you're saying this, and I'm saying this, and you recount it with this. And I'll explain the whole concept with her. Okay, I'm thinking, be honest with you, I'll be, because I have a like face-to-face conversation with her. To be honest, if you're saying that, what I'm thinking is right now, you're thinking I'm like, I'm over, I'm a bigger deal now, right? I don't need to do things that unnecessary for me. I don't really care other people talking about me. And then I stop and say, no, actually, it will depend on the kind of people. But get back to the question here. So when you're saying something like that, and you're thinking, in my mind, it running like this. It's running like, okay, I'm thinking like I'm a big deal right now, and I'm not gonna do small stuff, and I'm not gonna help out other teammates. And my manager is saying, no, I'm not meaning like that. But the way that you say it make me feel in that way. So I'm not sure whether it's true or not. I just want to flat it out with you. Okay. So I just want to flat out, okay, and see, agree. Oh yeah, or could be because I was overthinking a bit because that was an important interview, not interview, an important um, review where kind of like for manager actually sit there and review on my performance. And then it was something I aware that some people snitching on me and try to say bad thing about me, and then I was just fucking piss off. It's actually showing on my face. And then later on, I was just okay. I just want to flat out with you is like whether that's the case or not. I'm not. I don't think I'm that kind of person. But if you think that I, I think you deserve like a full version of this one. Otherwise, you don't understand what I'm trying to talking about. But it's only 1 hour and a half, and it's too late. Maybe a story for an hour next session. Remember to ask me about it, otherwise I'll forget about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's maybe too late in your time right now. Yeah.
No, it's about 9:30.
10. Ah, now. Oh, why it's 9:30? It's
I'm in
maybe
Australia.
10.
I'm in Australia. I'm not in Vietnam.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm,
Oh,
that's right. And Australia have daytime saving as well. Sometimes the hour difference between Adelaide and Vietnam is 2 hour and a half. Sometimes it's 3 hour and a half. So depend on the month.
oh. Because I, I search, what is the time in Australia now? It's
9:30.
just 9. Oh, I just thought it's 10 because I thought it's more
Mhm.
faster, more 3 hour. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, oh, like, do you know? Oh, no. I, I just, like, I have a problem with my ears. I don't know, but maybe last day is sometimes it's just hurt and then nothing. Oh, I need to try. And sometimes in your conversations, I don't,
Hear it
cause
clearly.
yeah, cause yeah,
Oh, you
I
should
don't
have
know.
your you
I
hear.
will check. I will check it
Yeah,
tomorrow. I will go to the hospital to check it.
yeah. Should have your ear checked
Yeah.
out. Oh, because I'm like I talk a lot and you hear like
No, because this happened for 2 day. Yeah, sometimes it's hurt and it's normal, and sometimes it hurts, and it's hurt and it will hurt my half
right.
head. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be you have some pimple in there.
No.
Oh, it actually happened.
Yeah.
You never know. It happened to my mom. It happened to my mom. It's like it's a painful process to remove that pimple.
Oh.
It's happened. That's what I'm saying. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
It's happened to my mom,
Mm.
like I believe 9 months ago. So there was actually a fucking huge pimple in her ear, and they had to visit to a doctor and have to put I'm not sure. I don't know the words. Hang on. Let me search for the. Oh no. No, actually pain relief. Actually, I have to put pain relief. So put in there
Mm.
and have a small operation to extract the infected area. It'll last for like a month and a half. Really painful.
I was just scared. Oh,
Oh, you
do you
never know.
believe? It's too late. I just
Well, okay, let's finish it. I'll just waiting for my
yes, yeah,
sister to text me.
yes. I will save the questions for the next sessions. Oh, next week, do you free at this time, Thursday? Yeah.
But what a question. Just you started it, you better finish it.
Oh, do you believe in I don't know in
Ghosts?
yeah, something
No, that bullshit.
spiritual because maybe last 2 week I have seen my what does this mean? Uh,
I know that in Vietnamese, but I don't know how to say it in English.
yeah, yes.
Like prophecy or shit like that.
That yeah, that thing and just the no person tell me that oh I will have a big problem with my health, so to check out with the hospital and it's still I still thinking about it in this time and when my head and when my ears hurt and I just oh my gosh I will have something bad
Gonna cost
and
you
I
a
just
lot of
asked you
money if you believe in that. No, I don't believe in those stuff.
oh
It's a straight
tarot,
no.
you know tarot.
It's straight no as well. I don't believe in any of stuff. But however,
Oh,
if you believe in one religion like God, Christ, or Buddha, somehow
Buddha.
it's gonna make your life more enjoyable because there could be time where you can't do anything by praying.
Mm,
Yeah. Just like if you
yeah.
have some religion, you believe in it, but do not believe it blindly. Just to have something just to push or carry on a bit of your burden. But with me, I don't believe it, so I don't even pray at all. But I'm just saying, just like is for some person, those things important to them. Like it helped them a lot.
Yes. Oh, you believe in yourself. And yes. Not
that
really.
that a strange way. I'm not believing myself. Like I'm more confident in myself. And sometimes I actually doubt myself. But yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah, me
could be
too.
wrong.
Sometimes I also confident in myself, but after the debate competitions, I doubt myself. Mm.
Anyway, yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, believe in the prophecy gonna cost you money. So take my word for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, goodbye and hope you
See you
have a
next time.
great day. Oh, the next day. Yeah. Stay healthy and happy. See you.
See
Stay
you next time.
positive.
See you
Yeah.
next time.
See you. Yeah.
Bye.